college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The shot that clears will kick it off to get us underway. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Old Dominion Monarchs offense will have the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't.
Finds a seam! The 20. He's at the touchdown Monarchs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
A lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Give to the running back. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
And the shot to clears in a good spot here with second and short. Thomas looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Grabbed behind the line, it's Townsend. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Monarchs decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Thomas back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Fires to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Nice move to keep running. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet, and they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. And the Monarchs in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Alford. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. It's complete on the right side. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Let's take a step back, talk big picture, Coastal Carolina. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then hits the afterburners. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Gonna look downfield again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Thomas looking to fire. Escapes trouble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, shot to clear.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You got to love that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by a field goal over Marshall. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Monarchs want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the grab. It's Myers.
My old coach said, "Don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain."
They'll run it from the gun. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Monarchs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Thomas back to pass. Snagged out of the air. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. And the shot to clears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The shot that clears will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch, called for and made. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still running at the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Monarchs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, ODU. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something, think it out.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun. Give on the inside. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Thomas looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and... After the incompletion, they go back up top. QB got it himself. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Monarchs getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. There he goes. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Alford. He makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Monarchs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play, and they're going to take a shot at this DB. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Monarchs will kick it off to start the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Now adjusting. The short hands, it's Townsend. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Grab near the marker. It's Vincent. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Here comes the heat. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Thomas back to pass. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And what a great way to start the second half if you're on defense. You did some really good things in that first half, and so you set the tone here early by getting a sack, and you were sending a clear message to this offense. This second half ain't going to be easy.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Sends it downfield. He's got it on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Off the play fake. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Monarchs moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. It's Alford. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. Bounces out, looking for that line. It's Roach. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And that one will give him the lead.
Man, you've seen the the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
27, Coastal Carolina.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Zings it complete to the right. And he's still running after the move. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Makes the grab. At the 35, he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Rope. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. The Monarchs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to pass, it's Alford. Pulls it in. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And you can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Monarchs will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
On his way back from the 20. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Firing to the right, complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Chanticleers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the Monarchs want to pick up the tempo. Sends it back in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Monarchs will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Flushed out of the pocket. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The shot that clears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And the shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got a man, it's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win. But this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
Breaks into the open.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you get to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one is perfect. And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish.
Big-time kick late in the fourth quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
Oh, they're after him! And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. At the 45 on his way. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown. Shot to clear. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Alford. He's got him. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking for room, it's Roach. Breaks the tackle. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets him. Plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. The Monarchs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. And the Monarchs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Corners are going to bail. To the air on first down. Under fire. And a flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal forward pass.
So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's Alford. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, guys, fourth quarter, you're trailing. You know that they're going to be throwing the ball and trying to be aggressive and try to climb back into this one. Couldn't come up with it there on 2nd down. Let's see what happens on 3rd.
Bringing the heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.